Hello. Something I would like to discuss. I live down real close, we'll say, to, I will call them just Ken and Barbie. And I always hear how women want a great man. And Ken is a great man. Very laid back, very easygoing, and Barbie is probably one of the nastiest women I've ever met in my entire life. She berates him, she puts him down, she tells him what to do, and he jumps and jumps and jumps, and he thinks he's in love with her, and he can't be. No man could possibly want to be berated that bad, that many times a week, and be okay with it. Is she a pretty woman? No. Does that make her bad? No. Her actions and her heart is what makes her ugly. There's beauty in every human being on our planet. I have tried my hardest to find the beauty in this woman, and it's just not there. I've had my differences with her. She liked me at one point, and now that my wife lives with me, she seems to treat me like I'm shit. And I don't care. I don't need her. She doesn't do nothing for my life. She doesn't pay my bills, and she doesn't make me happy. She's a miserable woman, and I would rather her keep her negativity away from me. But there are a lot of good men out there, ladies, and if you just give them a chance and not go by their exterior, when you want a bad boy, you're going to get what you want, but then you can't get mad when you get hurt. You want a jock kind of person, again, you're going to get what you want, what you ask for. You go to a bar and pick up a little bum somewhere, some of you guys, you're going to get what you ask for. You want to open your heart, and you want to get to know a lady, and you want her to get to know you, you'll find the love that you're looking for and the happiness. There's a lot of good people out there, men and women, that have been treated like shit and just would love the opportunity to meet a good man. We always say that we're taken or they're taken, a good woman's always taken or a good man, but there's a lot of them that are available. Sure, they're scared to open up and show who they are, but you got to understand what they've been through. And have you ever been in an abusive relationship, or just a bad one, or a loveless one, or a no sexual one, or just argue all the time? If you've ever been there, you know it's hard to just bounce right back. When the relationship ends, take some time for yourself. Figure out what it is that you want, what you're looking for in life, and try and make it about you for a while. After you relax and you heal from the trauma of the divorce or the separation, then go out and find somebody. Don't just walk out the door when one door closes and open another door and fall in bed with somebody else. You're not solving a problem, you're just creating a bigger one. Communication is very important, so again, talk to your spouse, whatever's going on in your life, whatever you need to share, whatever's aggravating you about one another, work it out. Don't fight and argue with it. We're not perfect. Living together is not an easy thing for anybody to do, but if you want it to be successful, you have to learn the word compromise. Not, it's going to be my way because it's my home. It's our home. It's your home. It's a family home. Everybody should have a say in it. I just think that some ladies out there should learn to appreciate the good that they have in their lives, because as miserable as they are, and they can be, God bless them with somebody to be able to put up with them and somebody to love them. And for me, I don't have the patience for it. It's why I got my divorce, my first time. Beautiful woman in every way you could imagine, kind of like Mother Nature, but she was the absolute biggest bitch I've ever known in my entire life, with the most darkest, blackest heart. I wish her no ill harm. I hope she's doing really good in life. She just wasn't for me. Now I know there's a part out there somewhere for her, and I hope she finds it. I do. I found my peace, I found my happiness, and she deserves hers too, even if it wasn't with me. I was a good man and I treated her really good, but I got involved in a relationship where the mother and the son were closer than anything I ever seen before, and I was always the outsider, and it cost me that relationship. As a result, when I was looking for my new relationship, I tried to find somebody that was going to include me in their family. I wasn't going to be the outsider with just the mom. It was going to be me and the kids. Well, luckily, the lady that I'm with, her kids are all grown, but we all get along great. We all hang out, we do things together, and I love that part of it. I don't have any per se family. It's pretty much just me. I got family around the globe, but I don't talk to any of them, and my life is better without them. So in that respect, you know, if you have family, enjoy them. When you have a wife, when you have a girl, treasure her heart. Let her know that every day it's special, and it should be. She doesn't have to share herself with you. You could be all out there by yourself. You, Rosie, and her 5 sisters right here can just take care of yourself all day and all night, or you can just try and be a good man and treat her good, and some of you women be better women and treat their men right. We're not perfect. We're not a perfect species by any means. We're going to screw up and we're going to make mistakes. But if you talk about them first and you work through them and you're honest about it, most anything in a marriage or a relationship can be fixed and healed if you want it to be. It's not always the case. I get it. There's going to be divorce, and I get that. But people nowadays, they don't fight for love. They love for the minute, and that's it. It goes off. And why? Because their love is superficial. It's not about what's in here. It's about what's in here and how many times you can slide that credit card. That's what it's about. It's about position and prestige. Well, you know, the greatest people in the world have the most power. Look at the Catholic Church. Look at all the assaults that go on in the church world. These prominent men of God that kids are supposed to trust. Look what happens to them. So it's just not. We're all going to do our bad things, I guess, and if you talk to your spouse about it before you make the mistake, you probably won't make it. If you trust in one another and their heart and their love, and your love is worth anything, you'll get through it. Don't push buttons into one another. It's not worth it. It can cost you everything. If you're grateful and you're happy for what you have, and there's a roof over your head, there's a warm body laying next to you that cares about you more than anything else in this world, you've got food in your belly, you've got more than most people do, and you're happier. You've got everything you need. You know, all the superficial life, the boats, the great cars, they don't matter. I have a Kia Sorento, and I can get in it and drive all the way across the country in it just like somebody else could do in their Lamborghini. No big deal. I'm still getting there. I doesn't care. My kind of luxury is the fact that I can get in it and go anywhere I want. It doesn't break down. It's brand new. So I'm happy with that. You know, love is to be cherished. So find that right woman. Treat her good. And for some of you women, stop being so hard on the men. We're not a perfect species by any means. Accept us for our flaws and love us in spite of it. That's how I look at human beings, and that's how I think everybody should. We all have our flaws. God knows I've got enough of mine to fill a whole room. But, you know, in spite of it all, I'm a good man. So I see that in other people too. We're not all perfect. Now I know the ones that are shysters, the ones that are slick talking, the this. Those I don't need in my life. I'm a very good judge of character, and I use it to help me and my family and my friends in life in everything that I do. I read body language very well. I don't very much fear anything, so I pretty much do what I want and just roll with life. God takes care of me and gives me everything I need, and He's my protection and my shield. My wife, she's the one that I'm going to walk through eternity with and see what's on the other side when that time comes. But in the meantime, I'm going to love her on this planet like no one's ever loved her before. I'm going to sweep her up in an F5 tornado, and I'm going to go as far east as I can west, and as far north as I can south, and I'm going to show her every bit of love and every bit of happiness that this world can give. I have the perfect business to do it with, and she's the most amazing lady I've ever known. So I've got my blessing, but I took my time and I looked for what I wanted. And that's what you need to do, whether you're male or female. Look for what you want and don't settle for anything less. You won't be disappointed. I thank you for listening to me, and everybody have a great day. I wish you all luck, and God bless. Bye-bye.